debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories, based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command, start. Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, lock out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referee's command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required, then 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts, and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker, and or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total, but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
Para-powerlifting is all about the bench press. It's about the strongest people on the planet going head to head. Once positioned on the bench, an athlete must perform the lift after being given the start signal. The athlete lowers the bar to the chest and must hold the weight motionless. Both elbows must extend at the same rate and lock out together. Once the lift has been completed, they will receive a rack signal and return the bar to the rack. An immediate decision will be made by the referees as to whether the lift was successful or not. A white light is given for a successful lift, and a red light signifies an unsuccessful lift. Athletes may make 3 lifts during the competition and must increase the weight attempted by at least 1 kilogram following a successful lift. The winner is the athlete who lifts the most weight in their body weight category. In para-powerlifting, athletes are classified by body weight alone, which means athletes with different impairments compete for the same medals. There are 10 different weight categories for both men and women. The body weight categories range from 49 kilograms to over 107 kilograms for men and 41 kilograms to over 86 kilograms for women. An incredible feat of strength. By using just their upper body, athletes can often lift more than 3 times their own body weight. If you'd like to find out more about para-powerlifting, you can visit our website where you'll find lots of information about the sport and how you can get involved.
Hello and welcome to Manchester, day 4 of 4 of the World Powerlifting World Cup. Leg 2 of 5 on the road to Tokyo. My name is Peter Selby. Alongside me is Mark Perkins. We've been here for the previous 3 days and we've enjoyed some stellar competition, including world records, British records, and also attempts at further records across the world powerlifting spectrum. And today is the final day, and we'll be starting shortly with the men's up to 107 kilogram group. There we can see the start list. 5 competitors, 5 different nations, and their first attempt ranging from 185 kilograms to 211 kilograms. Mention this is leg 2 of the 5. 215 kilograms won the gold in Bogota in Colombia a couple of weeks ago. Referees are in position. And our jury is also in position. We are ready. Are you ready for the final day? Hashtag Powerlifting if you are watching. We're excited and we hope you are as well.
Please welcome for his first attempt representing Michael Salva.
So Michael Salva will get day 4 underway. The Polish athlete making his way out into the Withenshaw Forum here in Manchester, England. The bar with 181 kilograms. Height of 17. Salva has competed at the World Championships in 2017. Was a finalist in Mexico City. 181 kilograms. Now there's only the 5 athletes here, so in terms of possibly challenging for a medal, it is an outside chance, but possibility of no lifts for the 3 that they'll be taking in. It's always there. Can we get off to a good start? Waiting for the judge's decision. They might have to use the paddles provided. They will be using the paddles, and it will be a no lift. So a no lift to start the competition. Michael Salva will go backstage to the warm-up area and we'll readdress any of the problems that he feels, along with his coach, and have to work on. And they'll be back for their second attempt at 181 kilograms as we go through the 5 athletes in this men's up to 107 kilogram group, and 196 is now added to the bar. Good morning, Mark Perkins.
Good morning, Peter. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Manchester. This is going to be a really nice battle here for the medals in this up to 107 kilogram category, the first of the sessions we've got on the final day in this World Cup. And there we see in the warm-up area, Japanese lifter Nakatsuchi coming out now. He's going to be lifting 196 for his first lift. Only began powerlifting at the age of 32. I say only at 32, he's now 51 years old. He's been representing Japan since 2002 on the world stage. The highest finish of 7th in the Asian Para Games in 2018. We lifted 195. Best lift on record is 202 in competition. As Pete was saying, all of these competing in these 5 stops in the World Cup for those limited of 8 spaces on qualification in each of the weight categories for the Paralympic Games in Tokyo later this year. Here we go then. Nakatsuchi's first lift at 196. The bar gets wrapped, and we wait to see whether the technology is going to work for these referees. It is, and they all say no lift. 2 of them saying press sequence and chest sequence on the screen. So slightly slower on the press on the way up, and each of the referees have 6 or 7 areas of categories to check on each of these, be it the body position, the bar control, chest sequence and press sequence, to make it a good lift. So first 2 lifts of the morning in red on our screens, showing that they are no lifts. We're going to have another couple of kilos put on for the next lifter.
Yeah, the loaders all week have done a fantastic job, and as Mark was saying, the added, complication, just addition really, I think it's going to be around for quite a while, of the sanitising of the bar, the bench. Fantastic job for these 4 days. Kaki Jinchuratsi of Georgia. Georgia with a gold medal at this World Cup event already. And Jinchuratsi, finalist in Rio. And a bronze medalist in the 2018 European Championships. That was at Bexamare. And we've mentioned already this is leg 2 of 5. Well, I'm pretty sure that Jinchuratsi will have aims of not only progressing in this World Cup, setting a decent standard, but also in leg 4 of 5 in Tbilisi in Georgia, his hometown. But he's here in Manchester and he's trying to lift 107 kilograms. 197. And our first good lift of the day. And Akaki Jinchuratsi of Georgia. 197 kilograms in round 1. A good lift. And he goes into first place in this early stage of the men's up to 107 kilograms. We're off and running in Manchester with a good lift.
Next we've got the USA lifter Jacob Schramm coming, just as the loaders do all the sanitising and loading the bar. They've loaded the bar up to 203 kilograms. So Jacob weighing in around about 102, so almost double his own weight. He's attempting his first lift. Jacob's been lifting since he was at Pennsylvania State University. Fourth in the Pan American Games in 2019 with a lift of 200. So has ambitions of getting himself to the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. So halfway through is a lot of 2-minute time. Slight hesitation on the way back up there. Wait for this, but it's an okay lift. It's a good lift. As the referees give the 3 white lights to Jacob Schromm, and he goes to the top of the table at 203. So good, successful first lift for the American, who makes his way backstage. Will set in his second weight that he'll be lifting. Jinsaradze's put in for 205. So no doubt Jacob Schromm will be challenging where the Georgian goes, but we've still got one more lifter to go in this category, and the bar's been loaded to 211.
Big man Schromm with a cracking lift in round 1, no problem. 203 kilograms. It could be very close for the gold medal. Schromm registering interest at 212 kilograms now. But we have our final lifter of round 1.
Representing Uzbekistan, Nuruddin Davletov.
Nuruddin Davletov of Uzbekistan, who have had a fabulous 3 days so far. 2 gold medals for Uzbekistan. And Nuruddin, I'm sure, would have been buoyed by the success of his fellow teammates. Seventh in Rio, and he's starting with a lift of 211 kilograms. Now, in terms of this competition, I'm sure he would have taken note of Schromm and the ease of his 203 kilograms, but his attention now will be on the bar.
1 minute.
211. Davletov. And a good lift for Davletov, who matches Schromm in terms of getting 3 white lights. All 3 referees happy with the Uzbekistani, and he walks off the stage currently in first place.
Davletov getting capable of the 217, 218 kind of marker. It's going to be pushed that way a little bit by Schromm today by the looks of it. We go to the second round. In this competition, Mikhail Salva will be next to go. Failed at his first lift at 181, so here he is for his second attempt. But he's upped his weight to 185 for lift number 2. He's been around in the competitions at about this weight. 182 to 185 has been his benchmark of finishing positions, finishing weights. Marius Oliver, the coach, very vocal backstage, and no doubt you'll hear him just as Mikael Salva is about to lift as well. Here we go, second lift, this time 185. There's a screen for the coach, there's a lift from Salva. Now we just wait for the referees. Are they happy? No. Two of the judges going against the chest sequence. So it does get one white light, but two of the red lights for the chest sequence for Salva. So a second lift not successful. Will he stay at 185 for lift number 3? The coach is just inputting his third and final lift. Our loaders again working hard, getting everything repaired safely and securely for the next lifters. Attention to detail through this pandemic and make sure everybody is safe and social here. All the weight and weigh-ins have been dealt with at the hotel where everybody's been staying in the bubble, and then they're coming in behind the arena here in the warm-up area where they're allowed to come in half an hour before they come for their lifts.
Kashihito Nakatsuji of Japan. Second attempt at his weight of 196 kilograms. He was inspired to take up the sport back in the year 2000, and as many will have done, inspired by watching Paralympic Games. A strong Japanese squad here in Manchester, as I think will be, if obviously travel permits, at all of the World Cup events, all trying to qualify for their home Paralympic Games in Tokyo. 196, round 2. Slow and deliberate. No lift though. And, well, chest sequence, press sequence, also body position as well. So Nakatsuji struggling with 196 kilograms, and he goes backstage trying to readdress some of those problems highlighted by the referees, and unfortunately for him there were many.
There were on that one. We've got Chintaradze from Georgia come up next. He was successful in his first lift of 197. He's increasing it now by 8 kilos for lift number 2 at 205. Competing in the Paralympic Games at the up to 97 kilogram category. Back in 2016, where his result was 9th with 155 kilos. Then moved up into the up to 107 kilogram category. Finished 8th in the World Championships, lifting 210. So he knows this is within his range for his second lift. First lift, a nice smooth lift. All referees happy, giving 3 white lights. Can he get the same here for lift number 2 at 205 kilos? So just coming up to halfway on his time. On the lower right hand side of your screen, each athlete's allowed the full 2 minutes from the time they're introduced to the floor to the time to take their lift. Looked nice and controlled again by Chintaradze from Georgia. It is a good lift. A double fist pump there by Jintaradze. He goes to second place on 205. We have got Jacob Strom coming up next, who's upped his weight to 212. But that's a really nice lift from the Georgian. 2 in a row. And no doubt he'll be stretching and pushing Jacob potentially for that silver medal place, who in turn will also be pushing and challenging for the gold.
Please welcome for his second attempt, representing the United States of America, Jacob Strom.
Big Jacob Strom with a big weight increase as well, 112 kilograms from 203 to 212. If successful, will take him above Davletov, who will still have his second lift to come. A landscape architect by trade. He studied at Pennsylvania State University. He got 3 white lights in round 1, but this is a significant increase. Quickly off the bench and a no lift. 2 red lights.
Sequence for Jacob Strom. Close.
So Jacob Strom will come back for his 3rd attempt. Sure, 212 kilograms is capable from the American, but it will have to be now in round 3, which gives a huge advantage to Davletov if he can lift his next weight, and that's quite an increase from the Uzbekistan athletes, Mark.
It is. He knows he's got pressure on from Jintaradze, because Jintaradze competed 2 weeks ago in Colombia and got silver medal with 206. He's already on 205 here, and Jintaradze's put in for 213 for his 3rd lift. So this lift by Davletov will put him at the top of the board here and keep him there in that gold medal position. The gold medal in Colombia was 215. Again, not all countries have. We've got about 22 countries here this week in Manchester, and obviously as they go through to Bangkok, Georgia, and then over into Dubai for the final part of the World Cup, we'll get a better idea towards the end of June about the top 8 that will be automatic qualifying for the Paralympics. So 7th in Rio with 200. Already successful on his first lift here of 211. 221 on the bar now. This will secure the gold medal with a lift still to go. He's still in first place on 211 after lift 1. Again. Slow and controlled all the way. 2 out of 3. Makes it a good lift, and 221 to the top of the table. He stays, and that will pretty much confirm him a gold medal. I don't think Jintaradze is going to up his to anything above 221 personally, but we've seen stranger things happen, so we shall see. But that is completing the second round. Sorry, Pete, that completes the second round with Davletov at the top at 221. He's just put in for 227 for his 3rd lift.
Yeah, that pretty much secures him the gold medal. There we can see the standings. Davletov 221 kilograms, Jintaradze then 205, 203 for Jacob Strom. Also 221 kilograms, 215 was the gold medal in Bogota a few weeks ago. So keeping not just abreast of what actually happens here in Manchester, who is going to win gold, silver and bronze, but also relative to what's happened in other legs on this road to Tokyo World Cup sequence. Leg 2 here. So 215 was the gold medal winning lift in Colombia. Here it's going to be at least 221. 227 has been identified as his next target. But first up, it will be a Polish athlete, Mikel Selva, who is still struggling for a valid lift. 181 round 1, 185 round 2, both were no lifts. So he's up to 187. If he can match the encouragement of his coach, I'm sure you'll find this no problem at all. Oh, a real pause halfway. Shake of the head as well. He knows, and the referees agree as well. He bows his head to them all as if to say, yep, I know as well. So no valid lifts for the Polish athlete Mikel Selva, and he walks away and will try again on another of these World Cup events.
The next lift is going to be 196. So Salva completing his 3 attempts with no successful lifts or good lifts. Nakatsuji also yet to complete a good lift. He's sticking with the same weight of 196 kilograms. Failed on the first 2 attempts. Got 202 in the 2019 World Champs. He finished 9th place. So he's just summoning up the energy inside him to perform this good lift. As the Japanese coach just gets his legs strapped down. Here we go, final lift, 196. Get up is the call from the coach. Slightly hesitant on the way up. It is a no lift. And the referee's ticking all the boxes from the body, position, bar control, chest sequence and press sequence on that 3rd and final lift for Nakatsuchi. So unfortunately no successful lifts for the Japanese athlete, attempting all 3 of them at 196. But no doubt we'll see him on future World Cup events over the next couple of months in the drive to get and qualify for his home Paralympic Games in Tokyo end of August. So down to the medal positions now. The battle for silver is going on here. Gold, as we said, is pretty much sorted, but silver is up for grabs.
Yeah, we mentioned at the beginning of the competition, Mark, regarding the possibility of athletes having no lifts over the course of their 3 attempts, and possibly looking at the start of the competition like they were almost, if successful, guaranteeing themselves a medal, and they could then drop down by not having a valid lift and maybe one towards a perceived a lighter weight, or one who would expect to finish maybe in 4th or 5th could maybe jump up into the medal positions. Actually, that's not happened, but it's happened because of the no lifts by those in fact those athletes, rather than those towards the top of the standings. But anyway, we know the top 3 then. Just in which order? Because Jacob Schromm of the United States, 2nd attempt here at 212 kilograms, securing the bronze with his 203, a very easy 203 in round 1. Now if he lifts this, that will put pressure on Jincharadze of Georgia, because Shrom would move up ahead of the Georgian into second place. So can the American move into second with his final lift? He says competition is just another day in the gym.
1 minute.
Focusing on the bar. Nice is the shout by his coach,
No lift.
but no lift.
2 on the press sequence there for
Press
James.
sequence
You get 1 white line.
was the decision from 2 of the 3 referees, and Jacob Shrom will have to settle for his 203 kilograms in round 1. It was a really good lift of 203. I thought that Shrom may have lifted more, but he was very close to that lift. He will have to settle for bronze here in Manchester. We know now the silver will be for Jincharadze, and Davletov will be the gold medalist. 2 lifts to go.
Yeah, 2 silvers in 2 World Cups for Jincharadze from Georgia. He got the silver in Colombia with a weight of 206. He's got it secured in 205 here, but now going to extend his personal goal here to get up to 213. There's only Jincharadze and Davletov been successful in their first 2 lifts. Jincharadze looking to make it 3 out of 3. Previous highest finished weight is 210 in the World Championships in 2019. So this will give a boost of confidence in the build-up on the road to Tokyo later this year. Here we go then. Third lift at 213. Nice in control. He's waiting to raise his eyebrows. There he is. Oh, big hugs all round for the Georgian as Jincharadze gets 213 to secure his 2nd silver medal in the World Cup here, this time in Manchester on the 2nd stop. He's moved up from 205 in Colombia to 206 in Colombia now to 213 here in Manchester. Silver medal is secure. Congratulations, Jincharadze.
Yeah, fantastic lift, silver medal. He's delighted. Look at my score. Look at this. And he moves up into 7th place in the overall qualifying.
Finishing weight score.
Yes, essentially that scoreboard there you saw was what they're all fighting for. Yes, individual medals, but the fact that he's now up into 7th place, bettering his score from Bogota into 7th then in the overall qualification for the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. And again, with the current situation, it might not be possible for these athletes then to go to either Bangkok or Tbilisi, and they'll all hope to be in Dubai at the final qualification World Cup. So reaching that weight and advancing in the qualification for Tokyo is all important. Yes, there are medals to be won here in Manchester, but again, we are on that road to Tokyo. Now, what's happening here? We have our gold medalist, Nuruddin Davletov. Great competition, by the way, for Uzbekistan. It's their 3rd gold medal here in Manchester. And Nuruddin Davletov walks out to try at 227 kilograms. 221 in round 2. Relatively comfortable 221 as well. And there is no one inside the Withenshaw Forum who doubts Davletov. Can he finish the first session on the final day here in Manchester with something fairly special? No lift, unfortunately. All 3 referees with the red lights, but it's been a great competition for Nuruddin Davletov. 221 kilograms in round 2. He is the gold medalist in Manchester. A great competition for him and a great game so far for Uzbekistan.
Ladies and gents, for our first competition of the day, the men's up to 107 kilograms is in the books.
So the final listings for our first competition on the final day here in Manchester. The men's up to 107 kilogram category. No lifts for Mikhail Savar and also Kashituto Nakazuchi of Japan. And then the top 3 in third place, Jacob Strom of the United States, 203 kilograms. A silver medal for the Georgian athletes, KK Jinchuratse, 213 kilograms, and Nuruddin Davletov, 221 kilograms, the gold medal for Uzbekistan. We will have the medal ceremony very shortly, before a break, before our next event, which will be the men's over 107 kilograms. So stick with us for this medal ceremony. We'll be hearing the Uzbekistan national anthem once again for the 3rd time here in Manchester, and then looking forward to the big men on stage in the over 107 kilogram category. Make sure you do take a look at the Paralympic website and also the World Powerlifting website for all details regarding the road to Tokyo. Start of May in Bangkok, then over to Tbilisi. That will be midway through May from the 20th, and then from the 19th of June we hope to have pretty much full attendance in Dubai for the final World Cup event. And if you are inspired by watching these incredible athletes, then why not find out more on how you can get involved with powerlifting and weightlifting on the British Weightlifting website. Go to britishweightlifting.org/start-lifting to get involved. Now, as we wait for the medalists to appear, at this time it's well worth mentioning once again now this event has been in collaboration with the International Paralympic Committee, World Powerlifting, also UK Sport, British Weightlifting, Manchester Active and the Withenshaw Forum, under the most robust and rigorous COVID-19 protocols possible. They've been put in place to protect and support all of the athletes here today in their critical preparation for the up-and-coming Summer Paralympics in Tokyo. So a special mention to everyone here in Manchester, our colleagues from Manchester's Environmental Health, Public Health England departments, the Blue Light Services, and a special shout out to all the officials, coaches, event workforce, contractors who without their support would not be here today enjoying this fantastic event. We cannot say that enough. There's been an awful lot of work behind the scenes. A bubble has been created in a local hotel not a mile away from this location, where all of the event staff, competitors, etc., all weighing in and going through their official business, all in that hotel, and then they come here for the warm-up area just behind the stage, and then the stage itself. It's been very well run, and again, not only have all the requirements and regulations have been put in place, they've been adhered to by everyone here, including all of the athletes. They know the situation we're in at the moment, and it's great to have live sports here in Manchester. Only moments away then from the medal ceremony. Stephen Jameson, the Master of Ceremonies here at Manchester, just checking That's all three already. After the men's over 107 kilogram category, we'll have our final action in terms of individual events. We'll have the women's up to 86 and then over 86 kilogram category, and then the team event. Looking forward to the team event. That will be the final event here in Manchester. Here we go then with the medal ceremony. Three athletes who were favourite for the medals, finishing in those positions.
Winner of the bronze medal, representing the United States of America, Jacob Schromm.
Jacob Schromm, bronze medalist here in Manchester, first round lift of 203 kilograms.
Winner of the silver medal, representing Georgia, Akaki Gincheradze.
Akaki Gincheradze of Georgia, 3 good lifts, 197, 205, and a third round of 213 kilograms.
Winner of the gold medal, representing Uzbekistan, Nuruddin Davletov.
And Nuruddin Davletov, the favourites for the event, takes the gold medal, 221 kilograms in round 2. He's had a great competition, and so have Uzbekistan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Uzbekistan. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your medalists.
Nuruddin Davletov of Uzbekistan, gold medalist in the men's up to 107 kilogram category. It's gold for him, it's gold for Uzbekistan once again. That's 3 here in Manchester.
Competition will begin in around about 55 minutes.
What a fantastic competition to open the final day. Next up here, it will be the men's over 107 kilogram category, and that will be starting at 11:30. Handshakes all round, and it's gold once again for Uzbekistan.